Releasing anything during the pandemic is weird, especially because I couldn't, perform any shows. Even recording it was hard. And if I hadn't been sitting on these songs for 3 years, I think it would be a different story. I wrote these songs in my early 20s. And then in the pandemic, I turned quarter century and I was like, it's time. It is time to eject this project from my life. I've sang these songs 1,000 times. And I also just happened to be part of a show called Little Did I Know at Trinity Square Video. And I bought a video camera. I filmed 6 months of my life in pandemic. And I made music videos to each song. And I created a little visual album. So having that project really pushed this project to finish. But it's weird, like I still haven't, I guess I got to perform it once actually. That's it though. It's really funny because the only time that I got to perform and debut this project, Linen and Denim, was in the Chinatown Anti-Displacement Garden. And T-Base and Friends of Chinatown Toronto, we built this garden from our love for Chinatown, and it was in September of 2020. So it was one of the few times that we got to serenade all of Chinatown. We recorded it, and it was called Mall Rat Live because it was year of the rat, and we were in a mall, and that's a really beautiful memory because it was one of the only shows that I went to in 2020. Finding the balance between community and like your personal practice is very difficult. I think this year it's going to be different because I'm actually going to have 2 physically different spaces. So like one unit is going to be T-Base in the mall, and literally across the entire floor on the exact opposite side is my unit, and that's where my personal practice is going to be. So I don't have an answer. I don't think I've found the balance. I don't think anyone ever does. But I think having a physical separation from the 2 things will do a lot for me. I practice many, many mediums because I have imposter syndrome and ADHD. So when I get bored with one, I move on to the other. But they all kind of influence each other because it just creates a bigger perspective of experience and people I've worked with. And it's whatever I'm feeling. I like not being tied down to one thing. The full quote of that really well-known quote is, "Jack of all trades, master of none, better than master of one." So I try to go by that. Optimism plays a huge role, and I think other words that I would fill in with optimism is like hope and love, because this place fucking sucks. And it's a hellhole. So you need it, like you have to. And I think I've been really trying to remind myself that resting, relaxing, dancing, laughing, did I say laughing already? Laugh again, crying, these are all parts of it. And it is the work. The work isn't always just grinding, and like buying into capitalism. It's like relaxing is 50% of the job sometimes, and hanging out is part of the role. And I don't know what I would do if I wasn't laughing while doing all this stuff. I wouldn't do it.